Hi, how are you? It's a Dr. MUSO. Today we want to talk about Germany, the history of Germany, but we are specific today. We want to talk about Adolf Hitler, Hitler coming to power in 1933. We want to talk about his party, the Nazi Party, what the Nazi Party believed in. So we want to talk about the Nazism, that doctrines, those doctrines that his party, his people are believed in. So those doctrines are known as the principles of Nazism. Nazism from his party, the German Workers' Socialist Party, the Nazi. Number one, extreme patriotism. They believed that they're supposed to be patriotic. We believe in Hitler, we eat Hitler, we sleep Hitler, we breathe Hitler. It was Hitler. Whatever Hitler said, they were supposed to follow. So Hitler was the Messiah. So they were supposed to be patriotic to Hitler, patriotic to their country, Germany. Anti-Semitism, we are talking about the hatred against the Jews. The Jews, they were condemned, they were blamed for the defeat of Germany during the World War I. Remember, Germany and their allies, they were defeated in 1918. So Hitler now he had to use this now to his advantage to blame the Jews, that they were responsible for the defeat of Germany. So he had to now start what was called anti-Semitism. Semitism now blaming Jews for the defeat of Germany in 1919. You also talk about his opposition of communism. Communism, it was hated in Western Europe. So they hated so much communism. They also hated democracy. We told when people question a lot, people who ask a lot, they were not wanted by Hitler. So one of the elements of what Nazism now, it was hatred of communism and democracy. Another one, militarism. They wanted to militarize. On the Versailles settlement, Germany lost her army. Her army was drastically reduced to what very few soldiers. So here now they wanted to build the army. They wanted to make sure that the army was going to be strong enough to challenge, to reclaim those areas that Germany lost in 1919 on the Versailles settlement. Remember, the Versailles settlement, it was viewed as a diktat. It was dictated to Germany. So they wanted to reclaim all those areas, all those places, all those territories that Germany lost. So they needed a strong army. So one of the elements of Nazism, it was this element of militarism or militarization. Another one, the superiority of the Nazi. They were the superior race, the Aryan race, an important race in Germany. So as an important race in Germany, they were supposed to make sure that the Jews were suppressed. The Jews were supposed to lose their businesses. So we also talk about the superiority of the Aryan race. Then we also talk about the one-party state. Hitler did not believe in democracy. Other parties, they were supposed to be banned. The Bavarian Center Party, the Catholic Party, the Liberal Party, the Republican Party, the Socialist Party, they were supposed to be banned. And Nazi was supposed to remain as the only state, as the only as party in Germany. Newspapers were also supposed to be censored. Newspapers, page 1, Hitler, Hitler, page 2, Nazi, Nazi, page 3, Hitler, Hitler, last page, sports page, Hitler donated soccer balls. It was supposed to be Hitler, Hitler, Hitler. Newspapers were supposed to be censored. You also talk about the suppression of women's rights. Hitler had to suppress the women. He had to say that their duties, it was supposed to be doing household chores, cooking, washing, and all those chores that you can think about that are done at home. So there was the suppression of of women. So these are some of the principles of Nazism. If you believed in what Hitler was doing, you were supposed to follow these principles regarding Hitler as the Messiah and following these principles. Then let's talk about the economic factors that led to the rise of Hitler. What were the economic factors that led Hitler to rise to power? Number one, inflation. The money that was in Germany, it was useless. You had to push a wheelbarrow to go and buy a loaf of bread. Their money, it was valueless, it was worthless, it could not buy basic commodities. Why was it worthless? It is because Germany, it resorted in printing a lot of German marks to pay the reparations or the indemnity that she was made to pay on the Versailles settlement, 6.5, 6.6. So that led to inflation. So Hitler said, if I come to power, I'm going to make sure that the German mark was going to gain a value. You also talk about unemployment. So many youths, so many people, they were not employed in Germany. So that was used by Hitler. Oh, why my comrades? Oh, why? When I come to power, I'm going to create employment. Public works are going to start. Yeah. So that on its own led to the rise of Hitler. You also talk about the Great Depression of 1929. It affected what so many countries are in Europe. There was a boom after the World War I in America. It was a chick in every pot. It was a car in every garage. Things were flowing in America. But in 1929, boom, there was Great Depression. Countries had borrowed loans from America. But because of this Great Depression now, these countries were affected. One of the countries was also Germany. You also talk about low productivity. Industries, they were producing low goods. Goods that were produced, they were not in abundance, and that on its own, it became a problem leading to the rise of Hitler. War debts. Germany borrowed loans. After the war, we see that those loans were supposed to be repaid back. Thank you so much. It's Dr. MUSO.